Amable oyente, muy buenos días. Inician su labor del día CP27, CP75 y CP3 FM, emisoras La Cruz del Sur, luz que señala el camino de la vida. Difundimos en las siguientes frecuencias: 730 kilociclos en 411 metros onda larga, 4.985 kilociclos en 60-18 metros banda tropical y 95 megaciclos frecuencia modulada.
This is a Southern Cross Radio ending another day of broadcasting from La Paz, Bolivia. Our transmitters, situated at an altitude of 13,500 feet, are beaming the good news of Jesus Christ, who is the way, the truth, and the life. This station is operated by the Canadian Baptist Mission and the Methodist Church in Bolivia. We transmit on the following frequencies: 730 kilocycles long wave, 4.985 megacycles in the tropical band, 11.765 megacycles short wave, and 95 megacycles frequency modulation. Please address your letters to the Southern Cross Radio, Box 8, La Paz, Bolivia. Good night, and God bless you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Radio Demerara, British Guyana, operating on 5,980 kilocycles in the 49-meter band and 760 kilocycles on 395 meters. Radio Demerara, with studios in Georgetown and transmitters in Sparendam, is owned and operated by the British Guyana United Broadcasting Company Limited. Radio Demerara is now opening its transmission for today and will be on the air until 11 p.m. British Guyana time, 2:45 hours Greenwich Mean Time.
This is Radio Voice of the Gospel, ETLF, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
O Zion ፈጥነሽ መልእክትሽን ስጪ፣ አምላክ ብርሃን መሆኑን ንገሪ፣ ፈጣሪሽ ከቶ አይፈልግምና አንድም ነፍስ ተለይቶ እንዲጠፋ። ቃሉን ንገሩ የምስራቹን፣ ስለ ደህንነት የሚናገረውን።
This is Israel calling. You are tuned to Kol Zion, the overseas program of the Israel Broadcasting Service, broadcasting from Jerusalem. Shalom Aleichem. Good evening.
Dois Kol Zion. Shalom von Jerusalem.
Ici Kol Israël, radiodiffusion israélienne. Bonsoir mesdames, bonsoir mesdemoiselles, bonsoir messieurs. De Jérusalem, nous vous présentons notre émission quotidienne diffusée à partir de 19h45 GMT, soit 20h45 heure française, sur 33 mètres, ondes courtes ou 9009 kHz.
Arrive, radiodiffusion nationale malgache chaîne 2, émettant en onde moyenne sur 199 mètres 1502 kilocycles et en onde courte dans les bandes des 90 mètres 3288 kilocycles et des 49 mètres 6170 kilocycles. Ici Tananarive, radiodiffusion nationale malgache chaîne 2, émettant en onde moyenne sur 199 mètres 1502 kilocycles et en onde courte dans les bandes des 90 mètres 3288 kilocycles et des 49 mètres 6170 kilocycles. Nos émissions de la soirée sont maintenant terminées. Elles reprendront demain à 6h30. Mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, je vous souhaite une excellente nuit.
Aqui, Portugal, Moçambique. Fala-vos o Rádio Clube em Lourenço Marques, transmitindo em ondas curtas.
Check your time by the LM chime. The time is midday. This is the shortwave service of Lourenço Marques Radio, Portugal, Mozambique, broadcasting in the 25, 49 and 60 meter bands. This is Lorenzo Marx for Happy Listening, broadcasting from Portugal, Mozambique.
This is Radio Pakistan, calling listeners in the United Kingdom. We are radiating on the frequencies of 11,672 and 9,740 kilocycles in the 25 and 31 meter bands in the shortwave. And this brings us to the close of tonight's program, broadcast from Radio Pakistan for listeners in the United Kingdom on 11,672 and 9,740 kilocycles in the 25 and 31 meter bands in the shortwave. We shall be on the air again tomorrow at 19:45 hours Greenwich Mean Time. Until then, we wish all our listeners a very good night. Pakistan, Paindabad.
This is the Solomon Islands Broadcasting Service. The time is 6:30. We are transmitting from VQO on 1030 kilocycles in a medium frequency broadcasting band, also VQO free, on a frequency of 3995 kilocycles. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our program. We begin with a band of the Coldstream Guards playing The Father of Victory.
With confidence for quick freeway relief.
For headache, rheumatism, and all nerve and muscular aches and pain, take genuine Vincent's APC.
This is the Solomon Islands Broadcasting Service. The time is 7:15, and here is the news, read in Pidgin English. Legislative Council, Bambai Meet Long Rove, start long 9:30 tomorrow morning. Acting High Commissioner Mr. Gass, Army President, Long Council. Guala Canal Council meeting hemi finished yesterday. long Monday, Council choosing 3 fellow committees. Bela Matanga hemi chairman long Economic Committee, Sosimo Evo hemi chairman long Social Committee for talking about schools and dispensaries, and President Mr. Michael Rapacia hemi chairman long General Committee.
And now, with the time at 10 minutes past 10 in the Solomons, that concludes our program for this evening. This is the Solomon Islands Broadcasting Service, operating from 2 transmitters, VQO on 1030 kilocycles, 291.26 meters in the medium frequency broadcasting band with a radiated power of 660 watts, and VQO3 on 3995 kilocycles in the 75 meter band with a radiated power of 5 kilowatts. We resume transmission tomorrow evening at 6:30 local time, that is 0730 Greenwich Mean Time. So good night, everyone. Good night.
This is the Voice of Free China, Taipei, Taiwan.
Rádio Clube de Goiânia ZYG3, 1320 quilociclos, ondas médias. ZYW 28, 11.735 quilociclos, ondas curtas. Goiás, falando para o Brasil.
Good morning, listeners. This is Radio Berlin International, the voice of the German Democratic Republic, broadcasting to Africa. You are listening to our early morning program, which comes to you daily at 4:30 and 6:30 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time in the 25 and 19 meter bands. The following broadcast is a repeat of last night's transmission and is intended as a test program. We wish you a very pleasant good morning and hope that reception will be good.
This is Radio Berlin International, the voice of the German Democratic Republic. You are listening to our test transmission to North America. We hope that reception will be good.
Suomen Yleisradio, Finland's rundradio. You are tuned to the Finnish Broadcasting Company. Finland's DX Club presents another edition of Finlandia Mixture. This program is broadcast on Mondays at 16 hours and on Tuesdays at 12:15 hours Greenwich Mean Time by the Finnish Broadcasting Company. Suomen Yleisradio, Finland's rundradio. You are tuned to the Finnish Broadcasting Company. Finland's DX Club presents its weekly DX Mailbag Show. This program is broadcast every Friday at 16 hours and repeated every Saturday at 12:15 hours Greenwich Mean Time by the Finnish Broadcasting Company.
Está usted escuchando a Radio Universidad de Sonora, que transmite a través de su estación XEUDS en 6.115 kilociclos desde la Universidad de Sonora, en Hermosillo, Sonora, México. Sus reportes acerca de la intensidad de nuestra señal y la calidad de nuestra programación serán muy apreciados. Muchas gracias.
Attention to our listeners abroad. This station is XEUDS, broadcasting in 6.115 megacycles from the campus of the University of Sonora at the city of Hermosillo, State of Sonora, Republic of Mexico. Your reports about the strength and the quality of our signal will be highly appreciated. QSL cards will follow, and return postage is not required. Thank you very much.
This is the Northern Rhodesia Broadcasting Corporation. We are broadcasting on the 60 and 90 meters shortwave bands and on our usual medium wave frequencies of 247 meters from Ndola, 547 meters from Kitwe, and 312 meters from Lusaka.
This is Manila Calling. The overseas service of the Far East Broadcasting Company, operating at 9.71, 11.85, 15.38, and 17.81 megacycles. This is the Far East Broadcasting Company transmitting from the Philippines. This is the overseas service of the Far East Broadcasting Company, operating in the 31, 25, 19, and 16 meter bands.
The 13:30 hours, Sudan Standard Time. This is the Sudan Broadcasting Service transmitting from Omdurman. Good afternoon, everybody. The European service of Radio Omdurman is now transmitting on the shortwave length 31, 49, and 60 meter bands, and on the medium wavelength 312 and 521.74 meters. It is now 14:15 hours Sudan Standard Time. This is Omdurman Calling. Here is today's news bulletin, read to you by Abdullah Sheikh. You are tuned to Radio Omdurman. And so we come to the end of our daily one-hour service this afternoon. We shall be with you again tomorrow at 13:30 hours Sudan Standard Time, on the shortwave length 31, 49, and 60 meter bands, and on the medium wavelength 312 and 521.74 meters. So until we see you again tomorrow at 13:30 hours Sudan Standard Time, we say good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. This is the European service of Radio Omdurman.
هنا أمدرمان إذاعة جمهورية السودان. هنا أمدرمان إذاعة جمهورية السودان.
This is the Voice of Free Korea, the overseas service of the Korean Broadcasting System in Seoul, the capital city of the Republic of Korea. This is Seoul, Korea. This is the Voice of Free Korea, the overseas service of the Korean Broadcasting System in Seoul, the capital city of the Republic of Korea. This is the Voice of Free Korea, broadcasting the general service. This program comes to you 3 times daily, from 300, 730, and 1030 hours Greenwich Mean Time for half an hour each time. The first and third transmission from 300 and 1030 hours Greenwich Mean Time come to you from station HLK6, 11.925 megacycles in the 25-meter band. The second transmission from 730 hours Greenwich Mean Time comes to you from station HLK5, 9.640 megacycles in the 31-meter band.